Hello friends, today we're opening 100 packs of Black Bolt and White Flare. Oh, first off, look at that new energy pattern. I love that. Look at that little background back there, little kind of a checkerboard thing. But anyway, here we are opening Black Bolt and White Flare. So this is a double set, two sets coming out at once, which is happens fairly commonly in Japanese, I should say, but in English, this is not a common thing. So this is pretty cool. We're gonna be doing 50 packs of each, 50 packs of white flare and 50 packs of Black Bolt. All right, first pack though, we got an illustration rare of Zorua. Very nice little card here. So the interesting thing about Black Bolt and White Flare, if you don't know, is that every Pokemon in here is going to have an illustration rare. So that's pretty darn cool. I will definitely take that. I love this little art. It's really interesting. I feel like Zorua is kind of flat compared to the background here, but it makes him stand out a lot. So I really like that. I'm really excited. I have not seen all the different arts in here so far. So it'll be a big surprise to me for some of the ones we get. So I'm really looking forward to that. And another hit behind it, little Reshiram EX. So as I kind of stumbled through there, we were doing 50 of each of these packs here. The first one was a White Flare, the next one is a Black Bolt. We're just going to keep going back and forth like that. So it's going to go back and forth. Another thing about Black Bolt and White Flare is they have Master Balls in here. There is an Axew Master Ball right there. So that's pretty cool. We already have an illustration rare and a Master Ball out of 2 packs. I'll definitely take that. Little Panpour and the Victini. I love this hollow pattern. This is definitely like one of my favorite hollow patterns of recent times here. Just it's pretty simple, right? It's just like going straight across, but that looks absolutely crazy to me. So this set did release last week at this point. So I'm only a week behind on this one. Sometimes life gets in the way. There's a little Pokeball, a Lillipup. We'll take that as a hit. We'll count the Pokeballs. That's cute. A mask and the Gothitelle with that sweet hollow. Alright, so while I will count the Pokeballs as hits, I'm just going to stack them as we get them because I know we're going to run out of room over there if we just straight up start stacking them like everything else. Larvesta, how cool is that? Oh man, that is a nice little card. This is just so cool having an illustration for every Pokemon. I really wish they would do this for a lot of the different generations here, but this is one we got, black and white, so I will take that for sure. Very nice little art here. This gives me very much like an prehistoric kind of vibe, you know? Very cool. That hollow, I cannot get over that. The border looks absolutely insane. So I'm pretty sure this is the first set since Night Wanderer / Shrouded Fable where I didn't do the Japanese set first. I do plan to do it though. It's just, you know, going to come after the English just because of timing. Another Master Ball, a little Ducklet. That's a nice little card right there. I do like the blue on there with the little Master Ball hollow and the Ducklet. That's a very nice little card there. Basculin and a Terrakion. Those energies look really cool too. So there's a lot of cards. Like I said, I haven't seen all the cards in here, so I can't tell you every card I would like to get, but I would certainly love to get one of the new rarities, that BWR, the black-white rare. That would be really cool. There's a Curum hit right there. EX, we'll take that. Okay, since we're getting a lot of hits here, I'm going to go ahead and stack the double rares as well, just because I don't want to run out of space and have to stack later on. Hydreigon, another hit, jeez. So I have no idea what the pull rates are on this. I, haven't opened any of it yet. I haven't watched any videos, haven't seen anyone open it, so it's going to be a surprise for me, I guess, but it seems pretty good so far. A little bear tick. But anyway, like I was saying, that black-white rare, you got the Zekrom, the Reshiram, and the Victini, which is not black or white, I believe. I think it's red. So that's what we're looking for, is one of those. That'd be just really cool to pull like a brand new rarity out of here. And outside of that, for like specific Pokemon, you know, like Minccino, Chinchino, for starters, I guess Oshawott would be pretty cool. Nice little Cubchoo there. Samurott, something along those lines, you know. Gen 5 is not really my most favorite gen, but there's definitely some cool Pokemon in there. So this is 2 sets technically. I did consider opening 100 packs of each, but that just seems a little excessive. Here's the Ducklet, this time a Pokeball. We'll keep that little guy there, Sock and Tornadus. So these sets are the last ones in Scarlet and Violet. Pretty crazy to think Scarlet and Violet is officially over, basically. Excadrill. You know, if you go back like a year, especially like a year and a half, a lot of people really did not like Scarlet and Violet. They were talking about how great Sword and Shield was, best era ever. I think Scarlet and Violet easily beats Sword and Shield, honestly, as a whole. So, especially this latter half, just some amazing sets we've got coming out. Really happy with that ending with the Muno with the nice little Pokeball. We'll take that guy. Oh, there's our first ultra rare, the Meloetta. Very nice little art style there. I do love that flat art style, as I call it. Oh, the hollow energy looks so cool. It's got that energy, that horizontal line energy pattern with that checkerboard background. That's very cool. I like that. Oh my gosh. I was not expecting that. I didn't, like I said, I have not seen this open. I didn't even know they had hollow energies in here, but I guess that makes sense. Simisear and Archeops. And there's another one, pretty cool. But yeah, I think the main thing Scarlet and Violet is just going to be known for is that during the first half, nobody wanted it at all. And through the latter half, it was impossible to get. So, really interesting combo there. I should say the obvious exception to that first half was 151. Of course, people did like 151, but SV Base, Obsidian Flames, Paradox Rift, even people just did not like them. Chandelure. Another hollow energy. And the thing that people who are fairly new may not even realize is that a lot of places were selling those at basically a loss. Hey, Superior, ultra rare, very nice. I like that green background along with the green body. Very cool. So the interesting thing though is that I think a lot of people predicted that when this new era came out, this Mega Evolution era, that things would kind of crash again and that no one would be interested in that first set. That does not appear to be the case at all. A little Chandelier Pokeball. Hey, a little Watchog illustration rare. Watchog is such a weirdo Pokemon, but I will take it. Look at him on that roof. The art style is really weird. Like, the background looks cool, but Watchog himself is so flat. This reminds me, who was it that recent card? Was that Electrike or something? Somebody just had a weird card. I'm like, that's an odd art choice, but this is somewhat similar, so a little strange. And a Jellicent behind it. Okay, I definitely made a good decision to stack those Pokeballs and double rares. And the hollow energies I'm not even putting in there, because we've seen a lot of those guys. Unpheasant, little Pokeball, a lot of these guys coming through. And Victini. Yeah, so as I mentioned, obviously we'd love to get one of those black white rares, but I would definitely take a special illustration rare as well. Sometimes I've had trouble getting those. Little scraggy Pokeball. It's a good little hit. Hey, the Woobat. Okay, so this is definitely the best illustration rare we've gotten so far. Look how cool that art is. This looks like it was drawn with chalk to me. Like, doesn't it look a little chalky? I really like that. And that little sunbeam coming down. Very nice little card. I love the color choices here. Kind of cotton candy thing going on with the pink and the blue, kind of reflecting what's going on with Woobat himself. That's just great. I love the little texture in the water. Those little lines coming through it. That's just amazing. This is definitely the best one so far. Ooh, Virizion behind it. I do want to get a Virizion illustration rare, so that would be crazy. Petalil, that's another one. Solosis. Actually, there's a lot of good Pokemon Gen 5 that I would not mind getting something from. Caracosta. Hollow Energy. Can you imagine how... Like, 151's obviously been pretty hyped, but can you imagine how crazy it would have been if they'd announced that every single original 151 Pokemon gets an illustration rare like this set? That would have been ridiculous. Like, I'm kind of sad they didn't, but at the same time, it probably would have been unattainable if they had. Another Master Ball, the Joltik. Oh, the Swamp Loon behind. Okay, this art is maybe just as good as the Woobat. I don't know. Look how good that art style is. That's really nice. I love that. Really like the flowers look so cool. The mushrooms, and it's all a little bit darker on the edge, and it just lightens up in the middle for the Swadloon to come through. That's really cool. And a restroom behind it. So as I was saying a bit ago, that I would like to get a special illustration rare if possible, if we can't get the BWR in particular. Zekrom and Restroom, I believe, also have special illustration rares, so that'd be really cool to get one of those. Little Pokeball Timber. Oh, the Petalil. Okay, I just believe I said I saw like a common Petalil. I said I'd like to get a Petalil card, and there we go, we got one. This is another one. Like, look how like bright Petalil is in the center. Oh man, I do say, look, I will say the last two I like the background a little bit more. Not because of the content, but more so the art style. This is nice, but I think those are a little bit more in tune with what I like. But Petalil in the center just looks amazing, so that's great. Okay, we certainly are getting a lot of Pokeballs, so I'm really glad we stacked those. I hate calling an audible in the middle of the thing. There's a Master Ball Pro. I'm going to say you can barely see that with the darkness unless you get the right angle, but there we go. Purloin Master Ball. We're getting a lot of Master Balls. I feel like they must have a much higher hit rate of Master Balls than something like Prismatic. Prismatic Master Balls were a lot cooler, though. They certainly really stuck out to me. These ones don't have that texture on. These are more like the 151 Japanese ones. Exorus. Hollow Energy. Yeah, the Prismatic Pokeballs and Master Balls, I think, look really, really cool with that texture on there. There's a Durant. Oh, there's a Yukamori. Nice little clay ant there. That's really cool. I like that art a lot. And the Archeops. Another Hollow Energy. That's cool. Quite a few of those guys. And it's playing back to back. I do like that. I do like that. And there's a hit right there. Genesect EX double rare. A couple of these energies have seemed a little off center here. It's distracting to some extent here. Durant, Ferroseed. That's a good back-to-back too. Look at that reverse hollow Ferroseed into the IR Ferroseed. That's so cool. I love the back-to-back. Oh man. And we got a couple Ferroseeds hanging out in the cave. I mean, they're just kind of singing or hanging out there, waiting to do something to somebody. Man, we're less than a third of the way through, and we have so many hits over there. I don't even know what we're gonna do as we get further on. Little Pokeball Pansage and Landorus. So as I noted, these packs are kind of alternating between White Flare and Black Bolt. So I actually don't know off the top of my head which one's in which Pokemon. Vanillux is a nice little illustration rare dude. He looks so happy. Although I thought that was like him smoking for a second, like that's what it looked like, but clearly not. That's not the case at all. So that's a nice little art right there. And a Keldeo double rare. So speaking of that code card just moved, I did read that in Mega Evolution, the first set, I'm assuming the others, they're not going to be putting code cards or energies with every single box. It's going to be one of the two, I believe. Little Galette Master Ball, we'll certainly take that. Zekrom EX double rare. Yeah, what I was saying there a minute ago is that I didn't really pay attention to which Pokemon's in which set, so we're alternating back and forth. If I'm hoping for a Pokemon, I'll just hope for it regardless of which pack it is, because I don't know. There we go. We got a special illustration rare, Reshiram. Look how cool that is. Oh my gosh. That is a beautiful card right there. Look how cool that is. I love that. Like fire all around down there. Wow. I really, I always want to pull an SIR, obviously, but I don't really expect it a lot of these times. That's pretty darn cool. interesting centering up here. I'm not gonna get this graded, but it always just sticks out to me. Like this is pretty thin up here, and then it seems like it gets fatter down this way. So this, it might be slightly twisted or something, unless I'm looking at this wrong, but it doesn't matter. That's a cool card. Let's just look at this Gothitelle behind it so we can get a better look at this. Yeah, look at that texture on there. It's actually kind of subtle. This is a more subtle texture than I think I've seen on an SIR for a while here. I hope I'm getting all that. I love, look how that tail lights up. See that? It like really shines down there. That's really cool. I can't believe we actually got an SIR. The last big set we opened was Team Rocket, or Team Rocket, sorry. Destin Rivals, those things Team Rocket returns. Or Gloria Team Rocket, sorry. Yeah, the Destin Rivals. And we did get an SIR Crobat, and later on I opened a random pack and I got another SIR Crobat, so that's a little bit better, I think. A little Panpour over there with a Pokeball. And the Bear Trick. Hollow Energy for us. Yeah, that's actually really exciting because I think we're like at 40 packs, 40 something like that, and we still have a lot left to go, so we can definitely still get some cool stuff. Little Sawsbuck Pokeball, sorry. Definitely take that guy. And a Samurai. I really would like to see a Samurai IR SR. I'm not sure what they're having here. I'm assuming it's an IR. Okay, yeah, we're just barely over a third of the way through. We're at like 36 or something like that, so very nice to get an SIR early. And obviously we're still also looking for that black and white rare, which I'm not even sure what the rarities are, but I'm assuming it's going to be pretty rare, personally. Where is he on? Duosian. I'd go for a Duosian and a Reuniclus. I'd go for some cards of them. Reuniclus already has a pretty cool looking illustration rare in another set. I forget which one, but I would take another for sure. Alright, we're making our way almost through the first 40 packs here. Garbodor, Cofagrigus. It's really interesting that they decided to do this two sets releasing simultaneously in English here. I wonder what their motivation was with that. Oh my gosh, Musharna is so ridiculous. He's just floating and there's little fireflies all around. I like that a lot. That's a nice little card. I don't think it's my favorite out of the ones I've gotten so far, but that's certainly a nice card right there. Jeez, and Volcarona. I want to get a Volcarona one so bad. You can see from my playmat, I do like Slitherwing and Iron Moth, so Volcarona would be absolutely cool. Okay, we are getting close to halfway through here. Definitely gonna be cool to see what else we get. A little Hollow Energy. Yeah, I really think what they should have done for this, even though it's, you know, probably good that this isn't as a super hype set, like, or a super hype generation like some of the other ones would be. I do think it would have been better for them to do a different generation than Black and White, honestly. Hollow Energy. But I guess it doesn't super matter right now. People are obviously buying this. It's a cool set. I mean, obviously I'm opening it right now, so can't complain too much, I guess. So a few weeks back, I did an interesting video, a little bit outside what I normally do. I was basically comparing a Union Arena Black Clover box to a Japanese booster box, Caracosta. Sorry, I don't know why I said that. It was not a Japanese booster box. It was a Crown Sea in the Sea and Sky collection. I was going to do a Japanese booster box, but it kind of worked out better with the Sea and Sky collection because I think the Black Clover has like, what, 16 packs in there, and the Sea and Sky had 14, so versus a booster box, unless you're talking like 151 or something, would have 30 packs. Little Sock Pokeball and a Bouffalant and double rare. Hollow Energy. But yeah, that video certainly was not a hit by any means, but I think I'm going to be doing more videos like that just because I enjoy them, and you know, I like to talk about other games other than just Pokemon. So In's Plan Pokeball. Ooh, is that another SIR Meloetta? I wouldn't have even expected Meloetta to have an SIR in here. That's two SIRs already. Their hitman must be really good in here, or I'm getting incredibly lucky. That's really cool. So again, that texture is very, very subtle. I do like the art though. I like the leaves kind of falling, the sun coming in through the clouds there. That's just great. I never would have guessed Meloetta was a SIR in here. That's really interesting, but we'll certainly take that. 2 SIRs already. Alright, after 2 special illustration rares, I definitely feel greedy asking for anything else, but I really would love to see one of those black and white rares, if possible. Mouth to toe. Again, I have no idea what the hit rates are. I have no idea, how that works as far as doing, getting those packs, but Genesect. Sorry, I meant what you get out of those packs. I'm running on very little sleep right now. I'm gonna have to confess here for the baby, but the point is, what I'm trying to say is I have no idea if we're being incredibly lucky or not, or what the hit rate is for the black and white rares, but I really would like to get one. Little ducklet Pokeball. That's a nice little hit for us. Okay, this should be pack number 50, so this will put us halfway through. Will we get anything good on here? Reuniclus, Beartick, there's an IR right there. Very nice, I like that art. I did see the Cubchoo IR, and I like that a lot too because of the little outline around him. I really like that like thick outline style, so we'll take the Beartick for now, but wouldn't mind getting the Cubchoo too. Oh, doubled up, Beartick behind him. Hollow Energy. Alright, now we're officially working on that second half. See what else we got in here. We've gotten lucky so far, I feel like. Yeah, it would be cool to get the Zekrom SIR as well. We already got the Restroom, so Hollow Energy. We'll definitely take. We'll keep an eye out for that guy. I think we would notice, but we're gonna keep an eye out and hold our breath here. Corona. Another Hollow Energy. Yeah, I'm really excited for this next set, this Mega Evolution, the first one of those, and I think it's gonna be great to kick off something new here. Got the Yamask, Pokeball, another Hollow Energy, and I do really like some of the cards they've shown, especially the Mega Gardevoir. That I cannot wait to hopefully get that card. That looks so good. Little Simisage. I like his little art style, by the way. It's kind of got that like thick outline thing I was talking about. Certainly take that. Oh, there's another ultra rare, the Kyurem EX. This looks a lot like a Kyurem from what set was that? I don't even remember. Was that Surging or something? There's another set with like Kyurems in it. Even with our aggressive stacking over there, we're still getting a lot of hits, and we're gonna maybe have to do something about the room over there. We're only halfway through, a little bit more at this point. Nice little cottony Pokeball. And Terrakion. Hollow Energy. Now, as for which of the black and white rares I would like, I'm not 100% certain, honestly. Maybe Restroom would be like my default. Little Pokeball and Pheasant. And the Clang Clang. Almost done with this next 10 here. That'll put us at 60 down. Hey, Lampent. I thought this was a Chandelure for a second, but it is not. It is a Lampent floating out with the other lamps. Interesting little card here. I do like it. The architecture in the background is pretty darn cool. Like, I love to have a house like that myself. Hollow Energy. Yeah, I kind of wish I'd looked up what the other special illustration rares I can get out of here are. I mean, that would just be crazy since I've already gotten the 2. I mean, I'd love to know what else there is. A little Panpour Pokeball and a Conkeldurr. Another little Hollow Energy. Look at this. Wait. Is this a God pack? We just pulled the illustration on the second one. This has to be a God pack, right? I did hear they had God packs in here. I can't believe we just got that. I mean, it has to be, right? Let's just look. Let's look. Zweilous. I love the art style in here. I'm a fan for these like just nice little cute arts like this. So sorry, I'm like already thinking about what's behind this, but I just want to appreciate this. Does look cool. Okay, there we go. I can't believe we just did a God pack on this. I have no idea how rare they are. That's really cool though. Oh my gosh. All right, let me put these somewhere where I can get a chance to sleeve them all. Little Lampin. We just pulled that guy earlier. Herdier. This is definitely a house where a Herdier would live in. That's like an old green leather chair. Some guy's like smoking in here. And look, this guy's got like pictures of his dog Pokemon back here. That's just crazy. That's definitely a Herdier house. They did a good job on there. Dano, that goes well with our Zweilous we got there. This is a nice little card. He's in like the forest. Oh my god, I can't believe we got a God Pack in here. Gigalith, that's a sick looking card right there. I love this. He's just like destroying the earth. This was like Goku or something, just like powering up. Like, that's awesome. I honestly cannot believe that we got this. Like, are these like not that rare? Let me know in the comments what people think. I can't believe I actually got it if it's not incredibly common or something. Little Joltik on the land. That's just so simple. I love this art. The art style on Joltik is just top tier right there. Just, it sticks out so much. That's very understated. I like that a lot. And a little pig boy, the pig knight. Sorry, I'm finding a place for him. This is interesting too. This art style reminds me a little bit of, I think it was Jasmine's Gaze. And I think that was also in Surging, or I think that was in Surging, that had Jasmine's Gaze. So, yeah, this art style kind of reminds me of that. So that's interesting. I don't know if this is a God Pack. Is it all illustration rares, or do I get an SIR guarantee? Because that would be absolutely broken. That would be broken. But I'm gonna guess it's all illustration rares. But I guess we'll see. Lilia Mask. This is an interesting little art. He's like next to like an aqueduct or something. Like, this is a really interesting one right here. I don't know how I feel about this one. It looks cool, but it doesn't really speak to me a ton. Okay, it is... Oh, wait, there's 2 cards left. Okay, sorry. I wasn't paying attention. I thought maybe... This Deerling card is absolutely amazing, though. The little... Look at the different little Deerlings. There's a Sawsbuck back there. This is a great card. I love the green and the Deerling with the trees and the water. Look how happy this Deerling is just swimming here. That's so wholesome. Great little card. A lot of detail in that water, too, and the trees. And the last one is an SIR. It's the Jellicent. Look at that gel. How do we get 3 SIRs? The top to bottom centering is a little distracting to me, but like, that's a nice little card right there. 3 SIRs, or 2 SIRs in a God Pack. I absolutely did not imagine that. Jeez. I almost didn't process it when I I'm like, wait, why is this IR here? Like I said, I'm a little tired, but I can't believe we just got that, and an SIR at the end, which I thought may be the case, but that's really cool. That's insane. What a great luck run of luck we've had today. Hollow Energy. I still am speechless. I can't believe we just got that God Pack. It's just dawning on me how crazy that must be. That can't be that common, so... Oh my gosh, the Timber! Oh, we also got this Pokemon Mono about the Timber. I love this art style. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know what it is, this really cartoony kind of thing. It's just like, it's such a clean, cartoony little art style. I really like that. And of course, he's up there working, taking orders, or giving orders. It looks like he's pretty angry, so... Very nice little card. We're getting really lucky, I feel like, with duplicates. Now, I feel like that may obviously be because there's 2 different sets here, but even with that God Pack, we only got 1 dupe out of there, so that's pretty crazy. Okay, believe it or not, we still have 40 packs to go, so we could certainly get something pretty crazy today, in addition to what we've already gotten in like the God Pack and 2 other SIRs, a little Hydreigon double rare, Hollow Energy. Yeah, I mean, there's definitely a ton of great cards in here, so I don't want to be greedy, but I still obviously want some cool stuff. I forget if I actually said it or not already, but I had to move the Pokeballs and double rares off the hit board over there, because they're not that important compared to the other hits, and we're just running out of room here. Little Pokeball Mienfoo, that's a nice little card. I like the color, looks really good with that. And there's a Ferrothorn to go with along with our Pharaoh Seed we got. Very nice. He's like kind of pounding through the forest, smashing into the trees. Jeez. Oh man. I'm very excited So we got that guy back. Okay, hey, keep going here. Gotta ride that adrenaline there. Oh man, Salzba. Little Pansear Pokeball. We'll take that. And the Chandelier. Hollow Energy. So I feel like when we started off, we were getting a lot of Master Balls really quickly, but we haven't gotten one in quite a long time. So I think our luck is evening out there. A little Haxorus Pokeball. And Landorus. Hollow Energy. That Swaddle card's also really cute. Jeez. Durant. So many good little commons in here. What do we have in this pack? Yeah, Meloetta. Okay, we will take a hit. Double rare. I definitely do like that Hollow Energy style, the normal Hollow style. They did a good job with that, honestly. What? Booflant, double rare. Right, this will be pack number 70, I believe. I do want to get a Minchino and Chinchino. I hope we get those today. We have a little Pokeball Darumaka and a Victini. Hollow Energy. Alright, down to our last 30 packs here. Final third. A little bit less than that, I guess, for Xeon. Another energy. A lot of these Hollow Energies today. Seismitoad, Minchino. Okay, not quite the one we're looking for, but we will take a Pokeball Minchino. Hey, there's an ultra rare Zekrom. Pretty cool. Still holding out for that black and white rare. I'm gonna speed this up a little bit, get through these last ones. I like that Harlequin with like the Pikachu in the background there. That's pretty cool. Yamask. There's another duplicate. I think it's only our second dupe today after that not the Chandelier, the other one. I can't even think of it right now. Yamask and the Gothitelle. Lampet. Lampet's the one I was thinking of. I don't know why it was not coming to mind there. And for Krokorok and Cobalion. I honestly didn't even think about that. I would like to see a Cobalion IR, SIR in here. Watchog. That's art is ridiculous. It's kind of like that other one here. I'm not even going to talk about that. That's Pokeball Watchog there on the Inbor. Girder. Aldina. There's a lot of Pokemon in here. Didn't really think about it that much. Cobalion. Oshawott. Soft. Hey, another Ultra Rare, the Bovalant. That's interesting. I feel like we haven't got any dupes or Ultra Rares either, which is fairly uncommon. When I did Destined Rivals, there were like 3 of the same Regirock. Him, Fiddle. We have not seen a lot of trainers in here. I've seen a couple ends planned, but I feel like that's it. Probably just that I'm not paying enough attention, honestly. Little Patrat, that's hilarious. Hilda, there's a trainer. Jellicent Ultra Rare, that's hilarious. Oh, Jellicent. Hollow Energy for us. I always forget these little pan monkey guys are in here. Duosion, Pokeball. That's it, clang clang. Hollow Energy. And sorry if it feels like I'm rushing here for anybody. I'm just trying to get through these last ones a little bit more quickly. Hydreigon, another ultra rare that we did not have yet. That's really cool. I do like Hydreigon a lot, so that's definitely a nice one. Yeah, we have like an absurd amount of hits over there, like illustration rare hits. That's just crazy. A little Dynamo, nice little art there, by the way. But in a Pokeball and a Genesect double rare. All right, we still have like what, like 18 packs left. I definitely think we can get something else out of here. Galvantula Pokeball and a Chandelier. Got the little Hollow Energy. Sorry. I'm wondering if the black-white rare is like hyper rare levels of rare, because that would probably mean we're not getting one today. I would think. Again, I did not look up the hit rates on this, on any facet of this beforehand, or see anyone else open it. So definitely going into this pretty blind here about what to expect. But as always, we hope for the best. Seismitoad, Chew, Sandile, and the Cavalion. Come on, buddy. Sawsbuck, Gold, another Jealous. We had a lot of Jellicents today. The Ultra Rare, the SIR, and the Double Rare. Drillbur. I'd like a little Drillbur illustration rare too. He's a fun guy. There's a Pokeball of him. That's kind of hilarious. We will take that. Yeah, those Master Balls from earlier certainly dried up. They are not coming very quickly anymore. Emborg. That was definitely a short-lived phenomenon, getting so many of those guys. That's okay. I was just confused when it happened. Volcarona. I really would like to get a Volcarona card. Okay, on to our final 10 packs. When you're going through this, it never feels like you're going to get there. It feels like so many, but then here we are. Oh, Hilda Ultra Rare. There's a Trainer Ultra Rare. First one of those tonight, I believe. Yeah, once you get down to that last 10, really don't have a great chance of getting anything else, I feel like. Which is kind of silly. You still have the same chance. It just starts to make you a little nervous. But I got so much good stuff today, I'm definitely not going to complain about that at all. Trubbish, Pokeball, I like that. Virizion. I'm going to guess that a Black and White Rare is not in the cards for us today. Literally not in the cards. There's another Petalil Pokeball. Serperior, there's a duplicate. Yeah, I certainly feel like we probably got super lucky today, so absolutely no complaints if we get nothing else from these last 10 here. Okay, well, there we go. We got illustration for a Semisear. I normally don't like these little monkey guys that much, like Pansear, Semisade, etc., but this is actually a really nice little art right here. You know, little tree house looks kind of silly. Same thing with the little basket and Semisear himself, so that's a great little art style. Yeah, even if it's a Pokemon I'm not super in love with, that's, you know, can really bring it back, let's say. Alright, we are coming to a close here. Meloetta, Double Rare. Hollow Energy. Only 4 packs left here, including this one. Basculin, Tornadus. Hollow Energy again. Yeah, I'm still kind of blown away we got that God Pack. I can't believe that actually happened. I'm a little speechless about that. Pokeball Alomomola. Alomomola. I can never say that name. And there's a Maractus. Another nice little art. Again, Maractus is not a Pokemon that I'm like in love with, but that art is just really nice. Although it's a little simpler than the Semisear one we had. I think Semisear one was a little bit better, but this is still very nice little art. Alrighty, 2 packs left. Gotten so much good stuff today. A little Woobat, Pokeball, Keldeo Double Rare. And the final pack. This is Black and White, or Black and White. This is Black Bolt. What could we get in here? Wouldn't it be crazy to get like the Black White Rare at the end? I don't think we're going to, but Minchino, Duosion, here we go. Oh, it's Volcarona. If you enjoyed watching us open Black Bolt and White Flare today, check out these other videos where we open packs of Pokemon. Thanks for watching, and have a great one.